Hello guys after YouTube's like I thought today, because I'm bored and I've kind of like my voice is spazzed now, but today I thought I might as well give you not a video because I don't really want to show you my face when I'm saying this, but a story about my life, because my life was very interesting. I'm not saying like I'm dead or anything, but it was actually quite interesting. So I was born in Hadfield, where I still live now because I'm quite young, but I was the youngest. I have 2 big brothers and 1 sister, and I guess when they thought that I was coming, they kind of got excited because there was another person to torment. But my sister was excited that she was getting a baby brother, and she was the first one to hold me, or as I've been told. So yeah, and by the age of 1, I don't know why I'm saying this because I'm like a boy and won't really expect this, but look, I grew up with a happy family. Well, not really a happy family, but a family who cared and loved for me. But when I went to, well, if you was American, you would say kindergarten. If you're British like me, you would say, I don't know what you would call it, kindergarten. Yeah, what a great story about my life. I can't even remember where I grew up. Well, I do, but it was, I think it was reception, nursery, that was it. So nursery was fun. I remember like the day when we had ravioli. I didn't really like it, but food. But and then by the age of 5, I went into reception, which was like my first taste of school, and it was actually pretty alright. But this sounds really weird, but when I went into year 1 and year 2, stuff changed completely. It went down the drain, and I got bullied a lot, and I still am to this day. When I'm telling you this, I just couldn't really remember it, but I remembered getting bullied and not retaliating because I was scared, and you would be scared, why won't you be? It's just, I enjoy school and thought it was an easy target because I actually smile at people. I actually enjoy my life, and I don't want to be put down because, life's life. You want to make the most of it, and I want to get a good education and get a good job. People obviously thought that was geekish of me, so but didn't really get beat up in year 1. But then when it came to year 2, there was this bully who was a girl called Molly Allen. She's not very nice, and well, it all started from there. She punched me in the tooth, and then like, oh yeah, she's a girl. I couldn't retaliate. I was being a gentleman and not punching her. Well, I could really say that, but that's just one of my excuses. And I think it was just like after the induction days, from going into our first taste of another school, which was St Andrews, she tried to punch me, but I ducked and hit the fire alarm, and it was the funniest moment of not the funniest moment of my life. But then we go across the road to St Andrews. Now, St Andrews was the school which I wanted to to start my education off properly. So, by year 3, I was kind of the troublemaker because, I wasn't the troublemaker, but when it came to summer, I was kind of, not naughty, but, mischievous, as you would be when you're I can't really say I'm a child, but, a young adult, but that was kids back then, and I was banned off the field for like 2 weeks or something like that because I had a play fight, because that's what I was into, and from then I really got to a wuss. But year 3 was kind of fun, and I had 3 best friends. I had Max, Tharp, Aaron, I can't remember his last name, and Bella Samarco. She still kind of hangs around with me, but was like the 3-man and 1-woman gang, and we just enjoyed it. But Molly Allen kept on putting it down to me, Max, and Aaron, and by year 4, when we started to year 4, because Aaron kind of got enough of it and just thought, well, I'm not going to get a good education here because of the bullies, so he left that school. So by year 4, it was just me, Max and Bella, but then just halfway through year 4, Max left, and it was just me and Bella, and me and Bella kind of had a fallout, and now we're all friends again. Well, me and Bella are. So we fell out, and I was just like Mr. Lonely Boy going into year 5. But now these are the friends which I really like, and hope they really like me, and they were just there for me when I was down, and they still are to this day. But I was sitting on a bench just trying to figure out what to do, because I was kind of annoyed that my friends have left and being bored. But then people who I didn't even know, who I thought was the cool kids, just came up to me and said, "Oh, are you alright? What's going on?" And I said, well, explained to them what had happened over the past 2 years, and that my only friends have just left school. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." And that was my friends, and the rest of year 4 was all fun, and year 5 was just one of them years where you felt really good being you, and I got really good results in my tests, and just the bullying stopped for that year, and I was happy. And then we come into year 6, our last year at primary school, and coming into that year, we didn't expect. We thought, oh yeah, we can't wait to go. But saying that, now I wish I could go back to them days with all my friends and like not getting bullied. And just our leavers concert, when we had that speech of our teacher, it was just like, oh well, I wonder what goes on in that school, and just make the most of this year as a child until you kind of become responsible and have the homework. And so I made the most of year 6, didn't let anybody put me down, and that was it. But then we come on to high school, and high school is pretty much the bad point where it comes in life. You have people who are older than you, and that the first year which you're going is pretty much torture. Well, it was for me, and for, most of my friends, really. And, we came into there not worrying about a thing, and, it was all good. The first couple of weeks, I guess we didn't get bullied, and, it was all good. We loved it, and we thought, oh yeah, this is pretty good, be responsible. But then when we started getting homework and bullies started to come, it went really bad. I remember the first time I got bullied and I really didn't like it. But, you gotta keep on, pushing yourself. And, I forgot to kind of mention that by year 5 I started making YouTube videos, which was like really strange, and I still on it to this day. But, we just finished, we just started our term, like the 3rd term, and nearly the last term, year 7, and the bullies don't get any better. I wish I really stayed in that school. We don't see much of Molly on anymore, you hear, but there's other bullies, and especially when it's snowing, these past couple of days it gets really tough, because fear rates think it's funny to throw snowballs at you, and spoiling my education. And I thought to myself, yeah, well, this is year 7, better get used to it, and it's just hard to adapt to that place. But I got through it, never thought anything. I just thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a good education, I'm gonna love it. But you can't put your mind to one thing, because then there's bullies who are always putting you down, and it's not fair. And today was probably one of the worst days of bullying I've ever experienced in that school, because most of my friends and me were playing football. I was in net, and I had to go get the ball, and then these gang of year 8s came and started kind of circling around us with loads of ice and snowballs, and Matthew and Kyle got out, and me, Tom and Alex was still there. So Tom kind of got out without no injuries, you know. Me and Alex just was there to get fired by loads of year 8s, and these year 8s were powerful and had loads of accuracy and had the most powerful shots I've ever taken by a snowball, and you know, it just hurt, and you just think to yourself, why do you have to be treated like this? They want to get their fun out of picking on people when, you know, they can do it. It's just, well, it did affect me, but it affected me mentally as well, but I just got on with it and didn't think anything, and you know, that's all from my life. Kind of a bad one, but kind of a good one, and you gotta make the most of it, even though you do get bullied. So I hope you enjoyed my life, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. Thank you, it helps a lot.